Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Frame Your Best Shot, where we're going to, of course, have another cool interview with another cool photographer. And we've got to announce the winner of this week's photo contest. First of all, let's announce the winners of last week's photo contest, which the category was fun. And here are the top three. Congratulations, you just won a lynda.com Chris Orwig tutorial DVD. Congrats. We've got Lori Nordstrom on the phone, who just got done with a 25-city tour, and we're grabbing her in Hawaii, of all places. Lori, aloha.
Aloha.
Meliki liki maha. How is it in Hawaii?
It's great. It's wonderful.
Is it?
Beautiful. Yes.
So now you're there, before we dive into your tour, you're there just on vacation right now, but you did have your tour. And before we talk about that, I want to make sure that our framed viewers know who you are. I mean, if you haven't heard of Lori Nordstrom, you're hiding under a rock, but just in case, I want to make sure that people have a chance to get to know you. So let's talk about, first of all, you're in Iowa, and you picked up your camera when? When did you start photography?
I actually started about 15 years ago, and it was just photographing my kids. And I know that's how a lot of people start now, you know, but at the time, 15 years ago, it was, you know, forever ago in our industry.
Yeah.
And yeah, I actually owned a hair salon and just started photographing my kids and putting their pictures on the walls of the hair salon. And my first introduction to a display.
Right.
And just kind of went from there. So
you talk at WPBI. I know that you talk all over the place. And obviously it's because of your excellent brand, your amazing work, and the person that you are. So let's just rewind, and I want to talk about your style. I want to talk about, I mean, I've seen your work and it's beautiful, beautiful work. Let's talk about your style. How would you describe your style?
Well, definitely simple. That's one of my keywords. And, you know, in talking about style in general, I always like to tell people, you know, when you know who you are and your personality, you're going to start seeing it in your work. And that's really when you have a style, is when it's an extension of you. I think my style is very simple and, you know, personal, real. I kind of tie all those words into the work, into the brand, you know. All of it needs to tie together, I think.
Right, right. And then, so you've got simple, beautiful, but that encompasses babies, weddings, seniors. What don't you shoot, Lori? And you've got children. Holy cow, how do you sleep at night?
You know, I do specialize in maternity and baby.
Okay.
And that's all I market to. But, you know, they grow up and they grow into kids, and I love photographing kids. That's my favorite thing to photograph. I think most people think that my favorite thing is babies because that's what I market to, but
sure.
I love photographing kids, and babies turn into kids, so I want the babies in there first.
Right. Now, you started talking at WPPI and different tours like that. Why did you start speaking? I mean, what is it that people came to you wanting to know? What is it that you taught?
Well, I started speaking pretty early into my career, if you want to say that.
Sure.
So I've been speaking for 8 or 9, 10 years. And I guess it just started with competition and print competition through PPA. And at my state level was the first place that I was asked to speak, was in my own state organization in Iowa. And totally scared the crap out of me.
Really?
I was so scared. But, you know, but then just doing it once definitely got the bug, and, you know, more and more people started asking, and now it's something I love so much. It's so fulfilling to me to work with other studio owners and small business owners. I love it.
Right. So talk to me real fast, because this is actually the show where we show people's work that submit their submissions for a photo contest.
Yeah.
And why did it scare you to death to do these print competitions?
You know, fear of failure, of course.
Right.
But, yeah. But, you know, but it's something that I feel is really important, to submit your work for a competition. It pushes you every time to do something better, to do, you know, perfect your work and keep moving and evolving forward. So I strongly believe in competition. I think it's great.
You've got your Photo Talk forum. Which, talk to us about that. What is that, just what is it?
Yeah, Photo Talk Forum is just a place to share and learn and, grow together as photographers. It's business based. It's a happy place, which is something that I'm very proud of. I hear lots of, nitpicking going on from people, talking about other forums. And so it's a happy place, which is good. It's, safe. And but yeah, it grew out of just, I work with so many photographers. I do lots of consultations. And I was just spending a lot of my time every day, emails and phone calls and, different things, maintenance with other photographers, and just decided that it needed to be more widespread.
Right.
I want to be able to talk to and help more than one person at a time.
And what is it that people are coming to you for help? Is it marketing? Is it photography, editing? What is it that you find people are needing most help with nowadays?
Definitely not photography. I am so non-technical.
Sure.
I don't teach that part of it.
Me.
But
you totally
yeah.
fooled me.
The business side of it, though, yes, marketing, business, putting systems in place, scripts, all of it, sales. That's what I get excited about and love teaching. So that's where it's based. Things have really changed, and in those 15 years that I've been doing this, wow, things are just so different. And everybody's a photographer.
Yeah.
And everybody's got a great camera. Everybody can take a pretty picture. And
right.
So, it's looking for all those different unique things that you can incorporate into your studio. And so we shared things that are working in our studios, things that haven't worked, shared the mistakes as well, and, have two totally different perspectives. But, for me, I've got different product lines going on in the studio. I like to separate everything so that there's no confusion. I don't think my baby clients need to see my high school senior stuff, and vice versa. And for my studio, one of the things that I realized, I'm in a tiny little town. I'm in a town about 5,500 people.
Right.
And so most of my market is about an hour away from me.
Wow.
And continuing to get people to invest not only the money but the time to come out to the studio, I've got to keep doing things that are different and unique, and really, really work hard at that client experience, and all those things. And it's a lot harder work than it used to be when the phone would just ring all by itself.
Yeah.
that doesn't happen anymore.
Wow.
And so one of the things that we're incorporating into the studio and working with the clients is a real, concentration on interior design. And so I'm working with my clients from the very beginning, first phone call, talking about where they're going to hang their portraits, having them take pictures of the walls of their homes, designing custom wall concepts for them. And so I'm really not even talking about photography as we go.
Interesting.
None of us believe that we're, good enough to charge what we need to be charging for profit. Mm-hmm. And so we talked a lot about that, and we've gotten some great feedback from people on those concepts.
Wow. I'm going to go to phototalkforum.com.
If the blog is going to show off, our studio spotlights and different things that we've got going on inside the forum. And so then when you go to phototalkforum.com, that's where you go to actually register.
Okay.
And everybody has to use their real first and last name to register. Want it all, authentic and up. You
want it real. You want people to be real. Okay.
Yeah, be real. And then members can join. It's $129 a year for a membership. And, we've got template downloads every month for our members, and, all the advice, questions. Everybody really is helping each other.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Well, I'm glad that you brought up Photo Talk Forum, because you're actually going to do a giveaway this week, right?
Yes.
So,
we're going to give away a year membership.
Awesome. Oh, so cool. Well, let's talk about a category that we could do for this week. What do you want to see in the photos that are submitted for this week on Frame Your Best Shot? What do you want to see?
Well, I think maybe tying into that simple theme, simplicity.
Okay.
Just that real life and the images. I'm a no props girl, and not that I don't use props, but I always want them to be personal.
Right.
And and really focus more on relationships and personality. And so let's go with a simple theme.
Okay, simplicity. There you have it. Frame Your Best Shot. Simplicity, clean and simple. So I love that category.
Thank you.
I think that's
Good.
fantastic.
I'm excited to see the images that people submit.
Me too, me too. Well, Lori, thank you so much. Anything else you got going on besides going out and drinking a pina colada and putting your toes in the sand?
I might do that.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and your vacation to hang out with us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, well, we will talk to you soon then.
All right.
All
Thanks
right.
so much.
Thanks, Lori. See ya.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.